All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of GaysideStories with Trillificent, all LGBTQA all the time around here. This week, I have with me one of the terrible gays from the timeline.
Oh, so that's what we're doing. Okay,
Well, when you point out the lie, I will retract. Please introduce yourself. Stop being rude.
what up, though? I'm ImYourPusha. I am not terrible. I am everything but.
You know, I didn't invite you on this show for you to come and tell lies.
And I didn't accept.
We don't do fake news, okay? Okay? No, you knew what you were getting into, all right?
Beloved, if this is going to work, we need to be truthful with each other.
You have to do the voice. You can't just quote her without
I don't watch a lot. I don't watch her enough for that. I don't.
Listen, me neither, but the quotables are. Anyway, so we have ImYourPusha on the show this week. We are going to have probably a light and fun episode. Last week was a little bit heavier, but a very good conversation. Shout out to my friend T. So let's get started with the school and life segment. My school and life this week is I've been watching all of the gay movies on the Deku channel through my Amazon setup.
Oh, a large.
What?
I said, oh, a large Amazon. Oh.
Oh, okay, sure. And I've just been watching, just taking in a whole lot of gay ass movies. I found that the foreign films are better than the American. I don't know what's going on in America. America's just trash all around.
Yes.
But I'm looking at it and I'm like, why is all the LGBT content on a different channel? So it's like there's nothing on regular cable. I guess you could count Logo, but Logo be looking funny in the light. So and then you have Here TV, and they want you to pay $10 a month for that. Then you have this Deku channel. They want $7.99. I'm like, why is everything spread out? Like, look, we need to consolidate these fees. Like, everybody wanting to do their own thing and charge for it. Everybody want their own separate streaming app. We poor. We can't.
In this economy?
In this economy, we can't. We are poor. We are broke. So
it's rich bitches poor.
Yeah, right. So that's what I've been doing. I've been watching a whole bunch of crazy ass movies and reading a whole bunch of subtitles because most of the movies, even though they say that the audio is in English, I can clearly see that it's not. But, it keeps the eyes sharp or whatever. So what's your schooling life for this week? What got you through the last 7 calendar days?
Just different stuff going on this month that I have planned for the weekends. I mean,
you got it covered for the weekend. Indeed.
I know. Like last weekend, it was my high school's homecoming game. Anybody that knows me, I hate going home. I'm from like a country ass town. And I decided to go home this time because my class decided to tailgate, and a lot of them I literally have not seen since I graduated high school. Shout out to the class of 2005. Plus, we also had a classmate die recently, so it was good to see some of them. And I went to the state fair, North Carolina State Fair. My college's homecoming is this weekend, and of course it's October, so Halloween and stuff like that. Little stuff on the weekend, hanging out with cool people I know, people I love.
All right, you got all kinds of shindigs in your bag. All right.
This game is
booked solid. All right, let's move on to the Come Quick segment. I don't have much here. I have 2 things. One of them is, girl. But first up, on Twitter, I asked, why do y'all want to get married? And the answers that I've been getting have been interesting. A lot of people said to have their bills paid, or I saw a couple of split bills, but there were quite a few all bills paid. Somebody said companionship, legal protections. Somebody literally said to have a wedding.
Oh, we follow Kim K. I died.
Oh, no, not on this show.
With
Uh, a lot of
these
people,
answers.
a lot of people said reception, tax breaks, dual income. Which, hello,
Yeah,
there were
that's
some answers that concerned me because there were a handful of women that were saying they want to be married, so they don't have to be referred to as a baby mama.
oh shit like that makes my neck itch. Like that's so
Yeah, I
much.
was like,
That's
ooh, baby,
is that is so yeasty to say. Like
not yeasty. That is rude.
ugh.
A lot of people were funny with it though. They're like, "Oh, I want to get on somebody's nerves for the rest of our lives," and it looks lit. Somebody said the gifts. Not that
well you
many.
saw
At
well you
first,
saw
not.
what mine said.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about you. There were a handful of people that actually said love, but they didn't come in for a while. At first, it was a plethora of bills, bills, bills. I was like, okay, Destiny's Child, help me out. And then there was some other answers that concerned me. And a lot of people were saying for the kids or because I want to have kids, and
So now they tar from Love and Hip Hop
I
for the kids.
it was. Oh, we're not gonna unpack that, but just know.
Yeah,
Some of y'all made
that's
me.
another situation for another day.
Yes, yes, indeed. Some of y'all made me laugh talking about the insurance payout, and I was like, all right, let me screenshot this so I can look and see if I see you on Investigation Discovery in a couple of years.
They're gonna be on. They're gonna be on there crying like Gina. Life is a funny thing, girl.
A couple of people said for living dick or dick on demand.
You know what? Okay.
And then there was one answer that stood out. He said, contrary to what society says, having and building a family to last forever is dope. And I said, well, that's a nice answer. However, what society is saying not have a family?
Right. Like what?
Which society is that? Is it must be two?
Thank,
How many societies is it? Must be two, three, four societies, because not this
thank,
one.
thank you, Dr. Umar. Like what the fuck?
God. So the next thing I have in the come quick segment is something that I have recently learned has a term now called bud sex. That's BUD hyphen sex. So one of the movies that I watched that I was talking about in my schooling life was, I think it was a movie called Beauty, and it was this older, like middle aged, run of the mill white man, but it wasn't set in America. Just an average ass white man. You know how they look. Dad look, and
Pale,
yeah, pale, and got that
pasty.
pasty, got
No,
that
just white.
cul-de-sac haircut. Where they balding on the top, but they got a rim of hair around.
Oh my God! Not a cul-de-sac.
Just that type. And
Gotta do that like a peninsula.
everybody has wives and all that kind of stuff, but they got this like little secret society where they get together out in the middle of know the fuck where and have bud sex.
But
So the theory around bud sex is it's constructing normative masculinity among rule straight men that have sex with men. So basically, those middle American men with the dad bods and like the cul-de-sac haircut because they balded on the top, those are the men that are out here fucking each other. And I've always thought that. I'm like, there's no way all of middle America, in Nebraska and all them kind of places, there's no way y'all not out there in the tool shed giving each other the business. You're not going to convince me. Brokeback Mountain, I promise you, is more common than you think. Hell, we know there's rumors of celebrity men's that do things of that nature. So it's just like they've given it a name because there's this whole thing going around where there's these articles coming out trying to give ways of how you can give your buddy a blowjob and it not be gay. Bro sex or whatever they've been doing. So bud sex, I guess, is the hillbilly version. Not sure. So anyway, Now that we've got that foolishness out of the way, let's get to the main topic. Like I said, this week is going to be a light week. How do you know? Because I have a Buzzfeed article. I feel very good about talking about these BuzzFeed articles on my show because I feel like BuzzFeed steals from the timeline all the time. So it's reciprocal. So this BuzzFeed article says, how typical are your sex habits? So we have about, I don't know, 15 or so questions maybe. Number 1, where's your favorite place to have sex? And the answers are in my bed, in the shower, on the couch, in a car, outdoors in nature, in a pool or jacuzzi, or somewhere I probably shouldn't be having sex, to be honest. So, Josh, what's your answer?
My bed. Hotel sex. Absolutely. Hotel sex is lit.
Okay. So, in your bed and in the hotel, those are your favorite places?
Yeah, because I was thinking about other places, but I'm my big ass, not a car. No, thank you. No, not where I eat. No, not on my good couch. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not in the pool.
Not in the pool because
that just
I don't not in the shower. I don't need to be fucking while I wash my ass.
Okay.
No.
I agree. I like the hotel because it's hotel, and then you don't have to make the bed in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, what's your sexual technique like? I prefer it fast and rough. I prefer it slow and gentle. I like to change it up each time. I prefer it slow in the beginning and fast at the end. Come on, Proud Mary.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Josh, what you got on this one?
Am I speaking as a top or is I speaking as a bottom?
Oh, girl. Y'all be making everything complicated.
But I like to change it up.
Okay. That's a very stick shift answer.
Like Trina says in 1 minute, man, start out slow and then speed it up. So.
Okay. I would say, yeah, change it up. It just depends on the energy.
And who I'm with, to be honest.
Well, yeah. That's a given, I would think.
Because everybody don't get the same type of stroke.
Wow. We are totally going to unpack that at a later date.
Amen. Yes.
Do you orgasm every time you have sex? Every single time? It's pretty rare, honestly. Ooh. Sometimes, but it's not a must for me. Exactly. Sometimes if my partner actually reciprocates,
what kind of shit?
Tink tink. And the last answer is nope. I never end up orgasming, and that is just sad. They need a most of the time, because that's my answer. Most of the time.
Oh.
Surprisingly, I don't know how. I think it's not that uncommon, but I have had instances where I had to like fake it, and yeah, it's very awkward to fake it in gay sex.
Right.
It's very
don't even.
It's very strange. It's a weird coincidence. I feel like it's a 4-leaf clover to fake it in gay sex, but I have done it. To my credit, I think. So what's your answer?
I bust a nut every time. Absolutely.
Every damn time.
Like I'm not fucking just to test my heart rate. Like,
oh God.
I'm getting a nut. I will, however, when I bottom, for me, it's not necessary that I bust every time. When I top, absolutely, but when I bottom, it's not necessary I bust every time, because for me, it's about the feel of the dick. So you did me down good.
Aww.
I mean,
touch, the feel of penis, the phallus of our lives.
I don't necessarily need to bust. If I bust, that's a plus. But if not, I'm still good.
Okay, come on, rap lyrics.
Nah, I know 100% bottom. Twitter gonna tag.
Are they?
It's been that discussion on the timeline. It's been like that. Like, why are you fucking? Okay, I said what I said.
Okay. Have you ever experimented with food play? Yep, it's actually my routine foreplay. That sounds expensive. I've dabbled with some of the popular stuff, chocolate, whipped cream, strawberries, etc. No, but I've always wanted to. Nah, that's gross. I would never. I've dabbled. Listen, whipped cream in the booty hole is an experience, and it's one that I cherish. How about you?
It's a no for me, dog. It's a no. It's a no. No. I no.
To each his own.
You think I'm about to get that shit on my good sheets? Even on my bad sheets? No, ma'am. No.
To each his own.
Be blessed.
I was. Oh, yes. Next, it says, do you prefer doing it with the lights on or off? Lights on for sure. Lights off, please. A little dim mood lighting is perfecto. I don't know
Curtis,
if I...
what do you prefer?
I don't know if I give that much of a damn. I don't know if I've ever thought about it that hard. So I guess it's just as long as there's enough light for me to do an inspection, all right, before I get down and dirty. Yeah.
Inquiring minds would like to know, what are you inspecting?
Listen, that's for a different episode. Are you lights on or off?
Preferably lights off. Like, I mean, but then again, I also have sex in broad daylight, so.
Right.
But at night, I prefer the lights off, and I'll crack my blinds so that the street light can come in, because there's like a street light right by my window. So I crack my blinds just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Come on, Zane Visuals.
Mm-hmm. Real Cinemax after dark. Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed. Skinamax even. All right. It says, have you ever role played in bed? Yes, I get really into it, planning out outfits and everything. Yes, but it's always a spur of the moment thing. No, but I've always wanted to try it. No, that would be so weird. So guess first, what's your answer?
I actually talked about it with somebody, because this particular person, he was in the military, and last year, role playing costume thing, same difference. I was going to dress up in my Black Panther costume.
T'Challa.
So, about to show him what Wakanda like, but no, like, yeah, like that's what we had talked about, and then I saw him, and we didn't even bother. That didn't even. We just got straight to it. So,
well,
but I would like to.
I have, and it was definitely spur of the moment.
Look,
but it was fun. Shout out to, well, not everybody. Shout out to him. I had fun.
Shout out to everybody. I had fun.
So yeah, I've tried it. It really depends on the person, though.
Just curious, what were the roles?
Coach and student.
Ooh.
Yeah. And y'all do with that what you will.
It sounds lit, to be honest.
It was. Yes.
That also sounds very Sean Cody.
Moving on. Do you try to drag out how long you're having sex for? This one threw me off because they have a picture of Gumby with a watch on. All right. Answers are yes, the longer the better. No, I get bored if it lasts too long. It depends on how much time we have, or it depends on how good the sex is. My answer is it depends on how good the sex is, because if I'm having a good time, I'm not really concerned with the clock. And I try not to have my hookups when there's going to be a limited amount of time.
Yes.
Except for that one time on lunch break. But, I mean, that was different.
You know, lunch break fucking, that's an exception.
I think so. Anyway. So, are we in agreement on that one? It depends on how the sex is?
Absolutely, we are.
All right. Would you ever video yourself and your partner having sex? Actually already done that. I've thought about it, but always get too nervous to do it. No way, Jose, never doing that. I want to, but I haven't come across anybody where we were on the same page as far as that's concerned. Which, funnily enough, most of the guys who are on the fence about it have sent me videos of them doing. Anyway, gays are weird. Y'all are weird. So, Josh, we
Let,
know you have
let,
sex tapes out there. We'll wait
oh,
for
oh,
that.
now see, ain't no sex tapes out there.
Okay. Because when I said the first answer, you were like guilty, so you think I didn't hear your ass. I heard your
I
ass.
mean, because I've done it. It ain't no sex. I mean, they on my phone. It ain't no sex tape. It's not like I ain't on nobody's Connect Pal. Like I
Sure,
ain't.
Jen. Sure.
Oh, not now. Now you're getting real disrespectful, girl. No disrespect to the Connect Pal girls. You know, shout out to y'all. You know, y'all need gas in our car, food in our house. You know, y'all want to get the latest fashions, and you know,
Y'all be dragging those Connect Pal people for so bad.
and
Y'all be
then
dragging them.
If you talking about for a full video, my nigga, you think I'm about to pay to watch you shower? If you don't get,
Oh my god. Sorry, y'all.
it's too many my bitches and Pornhubs to be paying for a little shit y'all put up on Twitter. Bye. But you know,
OnlyFans.
Get your hustle on.
I'm
Sis.
for it. You know, if people are willing to pay for it, shit, get your,
That's what I'm saying.
go rub a dub, do whatever they want. They willing to pay for it.
People are willing to pay. You get that coin, honey.
I'm all for collecting a coin.
As far as you getting what I got,
Well, that's different. Have you ever had sex in a public place? Yes, I prefer to have sex in a public. Prefer? Oh, girl. Yes, maybe a few times. Yeah, but it was only a one-time thing. No, I would never do that. No, but I've always wanted to. So, it's yeah, I've done it, but no, I don't want to do it ever again. Because depending on where you live, you have to like register as a sex offender for stuff like that. So, right. I don't think it's worth the risk, dog. I can get my jollies in the bedroom where no one can see us.
I guess a parking lot, is that like I guess outside, like in a car in a parking lot?
Yeah, I consider that in a public place.
So like I did that once. Like that was just oral. And then like one time, well, really the only time I've ever done it in public, like this dude, he wanted to do it outside, so we went to like some abandoned dog park, and like
that sounds like it smells foul.
No, but it didn't though. It was just like outside, and we were like in the parking lot, and like it was at like 1, 2 in the morning, and I mean like I fucked him outside on my car, like, so I guess.
Come on, Poppy Thugs.
Nah.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't done anything like that since then. I don't really know if I want to do it again because again, I like my bed. So,
all right.
Especially this new mattress I just bought. Shit.
Okay then. Would you ever watch porn with your partner while having sex? Yes, absolutely. Do that all the time. Yeah, I do it every now and then, but I have to be comfortable. No, I watch by myself. No, I don't even watch porn alone. No, I haven't, but now I want to. I have. I don't. It's not that big of a deal because if the chemistry is right, ain't nobody paying attention to the porn. But I have.
Right.
I feel like that's younger stuff. You're like, oh, let's turn on this porn and let's try to do the stuff that they doing, and
sounds really, really 21-ish. Like, yeah,
you know,
like,
you gotta rotate 162 degrees, and the camera can't see if you don't twist your. Yeah, that sounds like younger sex. Y'all have at it though. Experience. It will lead to growth.
I've done it. But it's not really my judge. So
okay,
I can.
Speaking of Jush, can we give a shout out to Jasmine Masters for putting it on Twitter that she's having a birthday party at Olive Garden and everybody is invited. You just have to pay for your own damn food. And somebody put it on Twitter talking about what kind of fucking icon? And I said, yes, that is iconic. You come celebrate my birthday at Olive Garden and you pay for your own food and you go home. Thanks so much.
I didn't know people hated Olive Garden until Twitter. Never knew that.
I mean, Twitter. Yeah, we don't even need to get into what Twitter brings. Twitter brings a lot. How often do you engage in oral sex? I always have oral sex when I hook up. I have oral sex like every other time I hook up. Ooh. I have oral sex pretty rarely, actually. Oh, I only have oral sex. Okay. So, what is it, Josh?
Most times,
Okay.
most times I will put my face in it, put my mouth on it. Most times, I have to kind of have to feel you out
Okay.
first.
Okay. So if we're taking it from that angle, then my answer is pretty rarely because uh, I always say it on this show. Hashtag a good rent. Some of y'all are not familiar with her.
Hashtag what?
A good rent.
Hmm.
Some of y'all are not familiar with her. You are not knowing
I
what
can't,
is the proper procedure.
I can't relate.
And in
And you,
person, it's like, ooh, that's gonna be a no for me, dog. Cause yeah,
but most times,
most times I say rarely, cause I don't know what y'all be doing back there. Y'all, in y'all's back doors. I don't know who be sweeping back there. So now it says, do you masturbate during sex? Heck yes, all the time. No, that'd be awkward, girl. I've thought about it, but never done it. No, but now I want to. Who in the hell ain't masturbating during sex?
pitiful souls. Pitiful.
I don't even think we need to spend any time on those answers. What is a must-have during sex? Porn, sex toys, lube, a bed. Put me down for lube.
Yes.
I think lube is always the first choice when it comes
Except for
to explicit gay
except
sex.
except for Vaseline and spit Twitter, except for them.
Vaseline. I don't. And spit. I'm sure Adrian is rolling his eyes right now. Spit is not lube. All right. Well, so what's the answer? Lube? Yes.
Yes. A bed? Yes.
I
Like,
mean, second answer, a bed, but lube I think is pretty non-negotiable.
right. Side note, they didn't have condoms as an answer.
No, but they had porn, which doesn't make anyway. Do you prefer to have sex during a specific time of the day? Yes, morning sex is my favorite. Yes, I love afternoon sex. Yes, having sex at night is the best. Nah, I enjoy doing it any time of the day. Put me down for the last one.
Right. Any time of day. Word to Adina Howard. Like,
Okay. How important is foreplay to you? I actually need foreplay to orgasm. I engage in foreplay often, but I don't necessarily need it. Meh, could do with or without it. I never
oh
engage in
God.
foreplay. I know, right? Straight to the real deal. That ain't my ministry. Those
Right.
last two,
That's out of my jurisdiction.
exactly. I don't know who wrote those, but not over here. I would say pretty often. I don't know if I need it, but I feel like some form of foreplay is just non-negotiable.
Right.
I
So
don't
like,
know anybody who is getting together and immediately letting somebody get directly into the brown eye. Like usually
right.
there's some
The
kind of
brown
warm
eye. The
up.
brown fucking eye. God damn it, Curtis. The brown eye.
Usually there's some kind of warm up procedure.
The brown eye.
But in the movies they be doing a whole lot. Like I said, I've been watching these gay movies and y'all don't never have lube in these movies. And
Ouch.
somebody is always getting porked dry.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I'm just curious about your sexual practices because there's no lubrication.
They get wet on their
Okay. Oh, shout out
that's what
to shout out to my ass works like a pussy Twitter. Shout out to y'all. Because clearly y'all have different anatomy down there, and I appreciate it.
My ass works like a pussy Twitter.
Do you ask about someone's STI status before deciding to have sex with them? Yes, always. Sometimes, if it's not someone I know that well. Sometimes, if I remember to. No, that's so awkward. Ooh, girl. That's Quantasia right there. I guess mine is sometimes if I don't know someone that well. The older that I've gotten, the more worried about STIs I've become. So I have not been as open to meeting new guys because I'm like, I don't know what y'all got going on. Like, let me recycle these old things. Not that that is any protection, but you know how the mind works in mysterious ways.
I try to keep it. Shout out to Issa Rae. I try to keep it within my rotation.
Okay.
So I would say sometimes if I'm decide to bring somebody new. So yeah, sometimes. But more often than not, I just keep it within my rotation.
But then, so is there just inherent trust in the rotation, or is there like a?
Because it's like if you been fucking with somebody for a while, that question, it doesn't really come up because it's just like, if you've communicated about things and build some sort of trust with them, then that really doesn't come up. So yeah, if you've been fucking with somebody for a while, then normally there is some sense of trust there. I will say though, if it's been a while, it's like, say y'all was fucking around and then you stopped and then all of a sudden you pick back up. Now if it's been a while, absolutely that question will get asked.
Okay.
But if it's like y'all just been consistently fucking, then
all right. Do you feel comfortable having sex if there's other people around? Yes, as long as they can't see or hear me. Yes, I prefer if people are around, even if they might be able to see or hear me. No, if I hear people around, I'm too nervous and I can't do it.
Now, when they say around, do they just mean like in the house?
I'm taking it to mean like in close proximity, but maybe not in the same space where the sex is going to be had. So yeah, like in the same house, or I guess in the same office or something like that. Where
same office, kinky.
I don't know. What's your answer here, though?
Don't stop my flow. I absolutely can.
Same.
I've had experiences where I hooked up with somebody and they had a friend who wanted to watch. And don't make me no never mind, sis.
Okay, that is different. We don't need to get into your adventures of exhibitionism.
Trying to shade my good Christian life.
Sure, Jen. Have you ever used sex toys during sex? Yes, sex is way better with toys every now and then. Nope, I would never bring my sex toy out in front of someone else. Nope, I don't use sex toys at all. I'm going to insert my own answer and say I have before.
Of course you have.
But it's not like a requisite or anything. E2?
I have before. It's very rare.
Okay.
But I've done it before. It's not something that I really need to, care to, want to do again.
Now, what sex toys do you have?
Now, that's none of your business.
Oh.
I recently just got a fleshlight. I got one early this year. And
hallelujah.
Yes. Won't he do it? Won't he will? Yes. It is amazing. Like I've had one used on me and it was just like, I was like, this shit whack. But
yeah.
Then I got one for myself.
Yeah. Oh, that's a different experience when you use it on yourself versus someone else. I think because you can't feel, so you can't intuitively know because it's not your actual hand on the person. So that's why
Right,
it's different when someone else does it on you versus when you do it to yourself. You know how how to stroke yourself. So
right. Shout out to I Know My Body Twitter.
no, no, because their arguments concern me. All right, you're not gonna tell me. I'm sorry, you're not gonna tell me that you can eat the greasiest of the Mexican foods and you know your body and you know that you're not gonna make a deposit
But I
during
mean,
court. No, you're not
maybe
gonna
they
tell
can.
me.
Like,
No,
maybe,
I don't want to fucking hear it. I don't want to hear it. All right? No, 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 no. Because y'all are the ones.
y'all.
Not y'all. Not you. Y'all. The
Okay.
ones that I'm referring to. Y'all are the ones who have the views on the how to dish videos too low. Y'all need to tune into that. Give hashtag a good rinse. All right. Would you ever partake in a threesome? Yes, definitely. I already have. Only if we all knew each other. Only if we didn't all know each other. Kinky. I'd be open to it if my partner was open to it. No, I think sex is meant to be between two people only. No, that's just not for me. First of all, why does this particular one have so many damn answers? What's
It's
your
a
answer?
I have already done it.
Uh,
Um, I
Delicioso.
I've done it. I've done it with where I was the top and I was fucking the two bottoms individually. So we brought it all together. And one more I did where one individual he we was having sex and he was having sex with somebody else. So he brought us all together and me and the other dude met and it was lit. And me and the other dude actually kicked it off more than we did with him. So
That's oopsie Twitter.
oops. I will say
um,
my one fantasy that I'm still want to try as far as the threesome goes is where because I'm more on the versatile side to where I'm getting it while giving it.
come on, porn star acrobatics.
I still want to see what that's like.
Okay. I've never had a go all the way threesome.
Go all the
So,
way. Elaborate.
out of the way. Into the brown eye.
So tired. So tired. You make me tired. The brown eye.
I've done a threesome before, but not like a penetrative.
Oh, just like a little oral threesome.
Yeah. Again, because I don't know what you girls be doing back there, but it concerns me.
Okay, what have you gone through? Because
A
this seems
lot,
to be
okay? I've
this
gone
this
through a
seems to be a big
lot.
thing. Like, what have
I've
you gone
gone
through? Like,
through
who hurt you?
trials
Like,
and tribulations. All right? I have been through a lot.
you have been through the fire.
Have you ever fallen asleep during sex? Oh,
Mm,
that's
that's
rude.
sad.
Yes, I was incredibly tired. I've definitely gone in and out during a session. That's me. Yep, but only when it's really boring. No, that's sad.
That these,
Oh
the
my God, never. I've always gone all the way through. I have fallen in and out of sleep during a session before,
oh my god.
but I mean, in my defense, I was really tired.
Then why didn't you just say no?
Well, I wasn't tired when this began, okay? It was after I had been traveling, and you know how as soon as you stop moving, that travel wears on you. So it was that kind of situation. But nuts were still acquired, so.
Oh, okay. Well, amen. That's all that matters.
All right, so this is the last question. If you had to give up sex or your favorite food, which would you choose? You would definitely would give up your favorite food or you definitely would give up sex.
I would give up my favorite food. There's other foods. Fuck that.
This one is hard for me. It depends on how I feel. Some days, I could give up sex. Other days, I could give up my favorite food. I have like 17 favorite foods. I'm fat.
And to answer the last question, because I didn't answer the last question, no, I have not fallen asleep.
Oh, my bad.
I have not fallen asleep during sex. However, I have agreed to sex, and as soon as I sent that text, I was asleep, and they came over here knocking, and they didn't get it. Like, as soon as I hit that send, I was out.
Oh God, I fell asleep. Twitter. Oh, triggered.
And they cussed me smooth out the next day. They caught quite the little attitude.
I mean, that was yeah, a righteous attitude.
I mean, it's like 3:30 in the morning.
All right, girl. Let us wrap this show up. So we're gonna do the queer query.
Oh, what's that?
Where I ask you some questions, and we're both queer. Queer query. So first, we're gonna do rapid fire. So you say the first thing that comes to mind when I say the word. Okay.
Okay.
Happy.
Food.
Sad.
Death.
Hungry.
Cookout.
Pain.
Heartbreak.
Win. Like WIN.
Oh. New job.
Come through. I related most when you said happy. When I said happy and you said food.
I know.
Yeah.
Food makes me happy. Food and music, but food came first.
También. Next is
I got an A in Spanish. I know that means also.
Come on. Which kid were you in high school? So, for example, like a jock, a troublemaker.
I was I was the funny fat nigga, pretty much. Funny fat smart nigga. I was smart. I had a 3.8 GPA, but I wasn't I wasn't like typical nerdy looking, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I was a lot bigger in high school than I am now, like a lot. Yeah, and I was funny. Like my thing was making people laugh. It's still my thing is making people laugh. That's one of my, I guess you could say, mechanisms. Like when I see somebody down, my thing is making people laugh. But yeah, that's what I was.
Okay. I think I was part of the Shade Tree clique. I feel like looking back on it, I was just really like shady to everybody. That was my thing. Yeah. So I was like funny and smart, but then I was also shady.
Yeah. I would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that I know what shade is and a better understanding of it, yeah, I would say really smart, slick shit back then.
Yep.
But I was never really involved in no mess in high school. I knew about the mess, but I wasn't a part of the mess. Kind of like now. So.
I think I was in a lot of mess in middle school, but in high school,
I wasn't that evolved. My daddy had a praying belt. I won't. Nope.
Yeah, in high school, I wasn't really involved in any mess. I knew about mess. Ooh, it was a lot of mess.
A lot of mess.
I knew about mess in middle school too, but I was also involved in some mess. So
filthy.
Oh, listen, my middle school. Even when we moved to the suburbs, and I went to the suburban middle school, oh, it was still lit.
Whew. See, I wasn't that involved. Like in middle school, I wasn't doing nothing.
I mean, no, I wasn't. It wasn't like that. I'm just talking in general.
My homework, I wasn't trying to be a part of nothing but these books.
Middle school, listen, people was having sex and fighting every day.
So. All of that too. We was in 7th grade, and some 8th graders got caught fucking in the porta potty during field day. I was like, oh my god.
Listen, I don't know if I've ever told this story on this show,
Tell it,
Shout out to this young miss.
young miss.
There was this girl, and she had like an accent. I can't remember what kind of accent it was now. Maybe British, but I'm not sure. And she was black. She had like braids. And we rode the bus to. She lived down the street from me, and I remember for whatever reason we would be on the bus, and something about sex was always being discussed. And she was going on and on and on about how she's a virgin and she
Oh, I see
don't
where this is going.
believe and blah 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 blah. And it was like, all right, girl, whatever you say. Fast forward a couple of weeks, and then the next thing you know, the big thing in the school. And this is middle school. I want to say I was in seventh grade, maybe seventh grade, I think. All around the school, somebody got caught in the boys' bathroom,
And it was her, won't it?
and it was like 12 boys in there and one
Damn.
girl. And the rumor had it that when they like escorted her out of the bathroom, she had semen all over her face, and I feel like that was
Aw.
probably exaggerated. I don't, because it was a woman, it was a black woman that caught her, and I don't see her not at least wiping the girl's face before she dragged her down the hall.
Or then again, maybe. Mm, I
Not that
mean,
particular teacher.
oh, okay.
She was one of them. She was more of a different world type of teacher. So
You are on my list.
I don't see her doing that. So then, there was a rumor that the girl's mama came up there and slapped her in the face in the principal's office.
Mm.
And
This is a lot to be middle school. This is.
my middle school, there was a lot going on at that middle
You
school.
went to middle, and you went to middle school in Texas.
Yes. What are you trying to imply?
I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking, making sure. I know you're in Texas now, and I was just wondering if you have been in Texas all your life, or at this point in your life, had you just moved to Texas? I'm just asking, Curtis. I'm just asking.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Texas. The Queen comes from Texas.
From Houston, Texas, baby.
Yes, that she does.
And so do
Third,
I.
fourth, I guess.
So, last question. What's the riskiest DM or message you've ever sent?
Oh. Mm. I plead the fifth on that one. No.
That was a big ass build up for no damn payoff. That was a whack ass sex with no nut busting ass answer. Trash. All that ooh and ah, and then you gonna give me no damn answer.
I really was about to say something. I was just like,
Well, I'm not in the habit of sending risky DMs, so
liar.
okay. Because my DMs look real G rated, but sure. Sure, Jan. So that is going to wrap up this episode of Gayside Stories, you guys. Josh, please tell the people where they can find you.
Twitter.com @ ImYourPusha. That is _ I am your YOUR Pusha PUSHA _ Instagram, same name, except it's just one _ at the end.
Okay. Well,
and yeah, Facebook, y'all don't need to know me like that. So
so thank you so much for coming through. We finally were able to align our schedules and get you in the books.
Oh my God, Curtis, I really appreciate it. I'm on my Kim Parker. I'm about to be a star.
All right. And with that being said, you guys, remember you can go to GaysideStories.com for more information. Email me at GaysideStories@gmail.com. Follow on Instant Media. What? Why do I keep saying Instant Media? Is somebody coming out with something with the name Instant Media?
White.
I know, right? Anyway, follow on social media, like the Facebook page, subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, rate and review wherever you listen to your podcasts. Make sure you are sharing the show with others. Check out the Pod Panel. It's a ensemble podcast that I am a part of. We are in season 2 now. That's under the John Effect umbrella on Apple Podcasts and SoundCloud. Thank you all so much for listening, especially to this episode, because if you could not tell, I was not sober. But we persevere.
But can I say one thing before you end it?
If it's going to be shade, you can keep it, ho.
No, it's not. Now, see, it's not shade. I just want to hear how this sounds like when I go back and listen to the podcast, because I always do this with my friends when about radio and stuff. So I just want to see how it sounds. Ladies, it's midnight. Okay, that's it. I just want to see how that sounds when I go back and listen to the podcast.
Oh, that was very Thriller of you. How wonderful. Just in time for Halloween.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Old Navy, where I got my Thriller shirt at.
Thriller night. You guys, again, thank you for listening. And as always, remember the lost commandment, thou shalt protect thy walls or they will crumble. All right, we are out of here.
I can't.